Hello again, everyone. Saka here, and welcome back to Dwarf Fortress. And we are in Legends mode once again because at the end of the last episode, a migrant named Detan Lace Realm came to visit us, and we noticed he was a triple legendary crafter in the way of forges. And I wanted to look and see what's his story, what's all about. So he was born in 20, so he's 80 years old. And in 88, so just 12 years ago, Detan became the captain of the guard of the dangerous Ivory Chambers, so captain of a guard. 2 years later, the Dwarf Necromancer Obot quest boards attempted to corrupt Detan in order to have law enforcement look the other way in Blizzard paper. The human necromancer Isle Control wandered, met with Detan, and while misreading the situation, offered immortality. Detan valued law and refused, despite an unwillingness to accept death. Interesting enough. So the next year, Olin became lovers. 2 years later, Detan then married Olin Whip Revered, settled in Blockade Graves, and then last season, he settled in Blizzard Paper again, which was where that necromancer wanted to corrupt him. And then he left and settled here in Autumn at Mystery Attic. So interesting enough, he's not, I don't think, a vampire or an undead, but certainly he had a run-in with a necromancer and refused to become a thrall, and then left Blizzard Paper. So interesting enough, Blizzard Paper may be one of our neighbors, and that's where Detan came from. Olin came as well. So he brought his wife, Olin Baum Rekabal, and they both settled with us. So I was just seeing what Detan's story was. Why would he be a legendary weaponsmith, armorsmith, and crafter? And everything looks okay. So let's get to the fortress and get these migrants to work. And speak of the dwarf, there they are, Detan and Olin together in our makeshift meeting area. One thing I would like to do is see if they brought any animals that we need to pasture here. So let's open up our pasture and see. So we have a gosling. Now, I don't know if that gosling can lay eggs, but that might be a good source of eggs in the future. We could get maybe a little egg box or something for Mincot Thradderil, and they can use that. Awesome. So next up, let's check our labor. So we've set our miners to only our selected miners can do this. Woodcutter. Yep, only the selected can cut wood, which we do need. We were running low on wood. We have no hunters that came with us, unfortunately. Still an adept planter. Fisher dwarves. Oh yeah, we have a talented fisher dwarf and a novice fisher dwarf. So perhaps Olin, the wife of Detan, can do that. We'll have everyone do all of that business. Now let's set up some extra work details that are a little bit more specialized. So we've added custom detail 1. And in the settings, let us get some... So weapons, and then we'll head down, turn that off, and just say weaponsmithing right there. And uncheck our miners. So we have 2 legendary weaponsmiths, Tirist and Detan, that can help. Let's add a new work detail and call this armorer. Set that armorer detail up in our metalsmithing armoring right there. And as far as armor goes, we want Detan to do the armoring. I don't think we had an actual blacksmith, but we did have a metal crafter. So we'll add that, and yeah, legendary and proficient metal crafters. So only the selected do this. We'll have Detan, of course, as well as Uzol to help. I think proficient would be okay for metal crafts. And as far as jeweler goes, we don't have anyone that really stands out as far as skill goes. So let's, task someone to become a bit of a jeweler. So we've got a bookkeeper. So Rigoth Edsmius, our bookkeeper, also our planter. Animal trainer, though. So Alath, you're not going to be doing much of anything besides hauling. You are now going to be our jeweler, and let's find some rough gems to help you practice. And I do see some carpenters, so we'll add one final work detail, the carpenter. And we'll have that as an overall woodworking task for both carpentry and crossbow making. Only the selected do this. So a novice bowyer, Ezem, talented carpenter Moldath, and Tobel, our novice carpenters, can work in carpentry. First order of business I would like to do in order to keep the children occupied. Let's make some toys here. And I believe that is the Craft Dwarf workshop. And we'll just make some rock toys. There they are, make rock toys. And we'll have, let's just say, make 5 rock toys if the amount of rock toys is less than 10 and our non-economic hard rock is greater than 10. That way the kids will have something to play with and maybe something to sell. Next order of business, we have some stone here, but we don't have the additional stone crafter, I believe. Yes, indeed, we have one stone crafter here that we need to move down. So we'll connect it up to the forges down here. So let's go ahead and get mining down the hallway. And yeah, I guess we'll connect up these workshops. That way it's not sort of exclusive. And our stone crafter workshop will be, say, over here. And that will give some extra space for them to work. All right, welcome migrants. Let's get to work, everyone. One thing I also want to try to do is get some bedrooms or at least the dining area. And I think the dining area can come off of this little meeting area and we can move all of our food to this layer here. Our food and alcohol on our storage layer, but yeah, the wood is definitely concerning. And we did have some wood scheduled to be taken care of right here. So our woodcutter, is going to work on that. Outstanding. So hopefully she can pick up a lot of wood from here. And now the kids are getting to work hauling. Outstanding. So that should keep our wood okay for now. And we definitely need to get rid of some of these badgers. That badger sow is being ridiculous. But ash is completed. Outstanding. How is the mining task going? Looks like everyone is busy. I'll be interested to watch this wood come in. Our wood stockpile over here. Because we will need some bins and whatnot for our gems. I'm not sure if we have any gems. Right, we haven't ran into any gems that we have harvested. Now, we could go ahead and get those sapphires and those rubies taken care of. How are things going as far as mining goes? So they haven't made their way to here yet. Dang badgers. Yep, stoneworker workshop, putting in the tables and also making rock blocks. Outstanding. I think it's the Craft Dwarf that will be making shell crafts, rock mug, rock crafts. I'll have to look and see where the toys are made. Yep, merchants can go ahead and leave. That is fine. Plaster is being made, so we could set up a little bit of a hospital if need be. Oh yeah, plenty of wood just outside. Kids are going to town here. All right, miners. Yeah, priority 4, let's make these priority 1s. That way we can get some stone, get our miners to work. Hauling should be fine here. There we go. Moses coming to save the day again. Started raining. That's unfortunate. Kids will be able to pick up this shale. We'll see if we run. We do have rose quartz here that we could also harvest and put some rock blocks in place. Why not? We'll set an auto for those 2 rose quartz. And getting more gypsum as well. There we go. There's some rose quartz. And we'll go ahead and put up some blocks here so it doesn't have like a big hole in it. And we'll select the material here. We'll go there, and do we have blocks? So we've got some microline. Yeah, just stuff that wall with some microline. We'll move the rough roses. And we've also struck onyx. That's a good deal as well. That's what I like to see. So getting a gem cutter would be awesome as well. We can put a second stockpile sort of off the side here for gems. So let's go ahead and work on that. We'll just do like a little bit of an offshoot. A little bit of an offshoot here. And then we'll use this as gem storage. I don't know if that will be enough, but we will see. All right, tetrahedrite has been gotten, selenite and brimstone. We've got some drinks brewed. People are using, man, yeah, we're getting a lot of anhydrite, getting some brimstone as well. It's almost like our stone workshop or our stone stockpile is going to need to be expanded a bit, which we've got plenty of room to come down here. That'll get into the tetrahedrite as well. Miners are going to be very busy here, that is for sure, but our microline blocks being put in, miners now really going to work here. More badger, bituminous coal, and we need unrotten cookable solids. So I think we've gone through all of our fish. Yes, indeed. So we've gone through all of our fish and our meat. So we've cooked up everything that the trade caravan has brought us, which is good. All right, so from here, let's put in a new workshop. We were going to put in the crafted dwarf right over here, and we'll make it sure out of brimstone, not too far away. And then we'll also put the gem cutter here, the jeweler bench right on the side here, out of brimstone. We'll also then put down a set of stairs. Yeah, needs unrotten cookable solids, I know. All right, so let's get some stairs down. We'll stair down. Yeah, so we'll stair down here. So we got one stair that can go down. Okay, that is fine. And then we'll set up a jeweler or a gem holding place right here. All right, now that they got that out just a little bit, we'll set that up. And we will go, let's see, let's just do custom, find our gems. Yeah, so all of our rough gems, cut gems, all that good stuff can go here. We'll also say no gems in our main stockpile here, so any gems that we have brought can go down right below the jeweler's station. Ooh, and that's a nice yellow for the crafts dwarf. All right, so since the craft dwarf is now set up, we'll go ahead and remove the craft dwarf from over here, and then that will open that up. So the kitchen and the still can go into our kitchen proper. Uh-oh, possessed child. So Zazit is going to make something, and I'm not sure what Zazit is wanting to make, but there they are. They're in a strange mood. All right, so we'll follow Zazit around. Zazit is going to claim, it looks like it's claimed, yes indeed, the Craft Dwarf Workshop. So we'll follow the kid, see if the kid can grab everything they need to construct. So a pair of wood, it's a good thing that we got that wood. All right, Zazit, what are you on about? So he brought some almond wood logs, and he's not muttering anything, so he knows where to find the rest. So even more wood. Okay, it's a good thing we chopped down those trees. We do have some rough gems that the child can grab as well. Holy crap. So where's the kid going now? Oh, to the stores to grab some more hazelwood logs? So some wood wasn't moved to our wood stockpile then? Oh, the Drunian leather. He keeps muttering a gurdural. So the child has everything they need to construct in their strange mood, and it's going to be made out of almond, hazel, and Drunian leather. So our first artifact is coming. Let's make sure, indeed, it will be our first artifact. Actually, we do have 3 artifacts here. Somric here, Datan's family heirloom, Musaroth Idin Zithis, Datan's family heirloom, and Otsunogo, Id Kispaint's family heirloom. So I believe Datan might be carrying them with him, or he has made them and he don't have them now? Old Datan, what items are you carrying? So purple shell earrings, but no artifacts. All right. So we will let the child work. We'll go ahead and expand the gem storage here. Get all of that stuff out. And has our jeweler been made yet? Not yet. Coming soon. And then we'll set up a basic jewelry section. Yeah, needs more unrotten cookables. So we might go plant harvesting. I'm not sure. We'll continue on mining, say, out here. So this will sort of be our crafting wing. And all of our workshops can be connected to work stores right over here. And for the time being, we will grab those sapphires, the ruby, and then that sapphire as well. I mean, this is, being a storage area, doesn't hurt to continue to just chop out that stuff. All right, getting some rough gems in there. Wood is coming down to the stockpile. All right, so stoneworker. Did we get a replacement stoneworker? We did not. All right, next up then. Workshop, a replacement stoneworker. That'll be connected up to, and we're not going to use blocks. Let's use some shale. And then we'll have a set of stairs that go down to these rocks here. All right, gems are set. We can set a new work order for our gem to, let's see, to cut some gems. And then we will do, let's just say, batches of 5. If our, let's see, rough gems are greater than 10. So we'll keep 10 rough gems behind and then start cutting batches of 5 regular gems. All right, stoneworker's wood shop is ready to go. So we'll go ahead and remove that stoneworker. Lots of blocks being made, that's why I like to see. There's also a shale bracelet turtle shell crown that was made. All right, so a lot of thrones. All right, an almond wood figurine of Niche Judged Channels. He offers it to the Playful Inks. Interesting. So we do have an artifact, which is an almond wood figurine of Niche Judged Channels. So Niche Judged Channels does not live here. So interesting. Well, we might have to look up and see who Niche Judged Channels is. The item is designed in the image of Niche Judged Channels, the Dwarf, and a Dwarf in almond wood by Zazik Mistnuvarker. The Dwarf is striking down Niche Judged Channels, so it's a battle scene, an action figure. The artwork relates to the killing of the dwarf Niche Judged Channels by a dwarf in casket reigned in the Everseeing Hill in the midwinter of 95 during Bujik Kodush, the Scraped Assault. It is encircled with bands of journeying leather. This object menaces with spikes of almond wood. On the item is an image of Doomed Plank Tunnels the Dwarf in Hazelwood. All right, so we'll keep that in mind. If we have to boost the niceness of a room, this 2,000 value action figure would be very cool, I would think. Thank you, child. All right, so beds are in an okay state. We're not full, but definitely bedrooms might be a thing that we can do. We can get these tourmalines now. Yeah, we'll get those 3 tourmalines just real quick. Shouldn't take too awful long, and we need to set up a proper dining area with our kitchen and our still. We can't cook much these days, but, you know, it'll be awesome to do that. More badgers. All right, kitchen. Oh, and our farmer's workshop was suspended. I was wondering why we didn't get our farmer's workshop yet. So we have our butcher shop, our tanner shop, and now our farmer's shop should be made soonish. And then I'm hoping that any animal that we can kill, especially if we can kill those stinking badgers, we'll be able to butcher them, get their stuff, and be awesome. There we go. Farmer's workshop coming. So there we go. Milking an animal. And for the number, we'll say 0. That way they always try to milk. And then we'll add another work order here to shear an animal anytime you can. And then for spinning thread, we can do a process for that. We'll spin, say, 10 thread if the unrotten hair or wool body parts is greater than 10. That way we'll have some thread left. Awesome. So for a few extra labor, standing orders, we will weave dyed thread, because there's weave all thread, no automatic weaving, and weaving dyed thread. That way we can dye and basically say when we want that thread to be used. Also for sieges, forbid use ammunition during sieges. That way, you know, if we're in a fight, our archers won't go grab their bolts, but if we're doing practice, they will grab that ammunition. So just tidying up there. All right, let's get a set of stairs down here by the jeweler crafter there. So we can get, yeah, one set of stairs there. And then we will do a hallway here from behind the stairs to the jewelry stockpile. Try to lessen the travel time for those. Outstanding. So for our kitchen, what I'm thinking is right off of this little meeting area, we come down the hall and then we make a left turn, say up this way. And then from our left, that way we can go straight from kitchen to table. We can do sort of a branch where our crafting areas for our food will be, say, over here. And that should allow... Yes, indeed. We have plenty of space for a stockpile down here. All of our food and drink can go right there. And that will go straight into our kitchen area, which we will also make defensible with a 2 wide. And then say the kitchen will come out, say, here. And the kitchen can be in sort of a diamond sort of feel here. So something like that. And this is where we'll put our tables and chairs for them to eat. And I'm pretty sure here that the dining hall is separate from an inn, which we're going to set up on the surface, I believe. So miners, go ahead and get to work on that. Jeweler is making our cut gems now. Should be stored in the bins. All right, so how are things going here? Right, so we have some radiant cut fire agates and some more rough stone, or rough gems there. And we'll start heading down the hall here. Making potash has been completed. And we've struck carnelian, interesting enough. So we have some hematite. We have magnetite. There's the carnelians. All right, so since we could use some of those gems, we'll go ahead and just do the vein and wall that off if need be. All right, so we found some jet. All right, so it just letting us know that no creature needs to be sheared or milked. That is fine. Daily check just to make sure. Now we have some shorls. Interesting enough. So we can wall those off once we get those auto-mined as well. So plenty of rough gems. Our jeweler will be quite busy, it seems. And we'll leave the tables and chairs here in the dining area. In fact, we'll go ahead and finish that off. We'll put a table there, the shale table. And then, let's just continue on and make this nice and symmetrical here with another throne. Just use the closest material there. And then another table that will allow our furniture maker to continue working on that. So 6 tables and chairs in the meeting area. Then the rest will go up here in the dining hall, and I think we'll have a few rows of dining space. Needs an empty bucket. All right, so we can milk, but we need buckets. That's a new work order. So some wooden buckets. Outstanding. Yeah, we didn't set up that work order just yet. So let's see if we can keep 5 buckets on tap. If the empty buckets is less than 10, or do we want to go 5? That way, if they do use some buckets, yeah, so we'll do empty buckets less than 6. That way, we'll do 2 runs, and then the amount of logs is greater than 10. Outstanding. All right, toys and rock thrones have been completed. Outstanding. So let's set up our food production here and then get down a bit and place our food storage and drink storage down here. All right, so a couple stairs going down to our production level there. We'll mine out a stockpile, say this big. It's that auto, man. All right, cool. So we got our stairs here. Stockpile will go here. And I think maybe finished food can go right off of the dining area. Yeah, I think that will work well. So we'll make a 2-wide hall here, and then we'll put a stockpile for finished drinks and food here. Connect that up to the main the main dining hall here. I think that will look cool. All right, so we struck limonite as well, and some more hematite. What can we do at limonite? Aha! So that is an ore of iron as well. Interesting enough. So we might get a limonite work order going in here. So smelting tetrahedrite. We'll also see if we can smelt some limonite. If, yeah, let's just do batches of 5. Keep it nice and simple. If the limonite is greater than 5 and the refined coal is greater than 10. So if we can pull up some more limonite, we'll be ready to smelt those down into iron bars as well. All right, Carpenter is still making rock toys, still making rock tables to place in our dining hall here. And winter has come. All right, so buckets are made. So now I think if we do have an animal to milk, we'll have some empty buckets that can be used. Come one, come all. Yeah, we'll grab some of that limonite. Does our storage down here need to be expanded? Not yet, but probably soonish. If we go tetrahedrite, that would just put more tetrahedrite into the stockpile. So no creature to shear. Milking would be the one that I would be curious about. And is this construction? Yeah, I thought that construction was suspended. I guess someone was standing in it when someone brought the rock. So toys, another batch of toys. Awesome. Let's get our furniture in here. And we will use the closest material and keep placing. So let's do some lines here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll put 6. And we'll do like some thrones on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll skip a bit. 1, 2, cool. And then for thrones, we'll go right along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. Yep, have to space that out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll cancel that construction. Get one more table a little bit further away to there. Awesome. And then continue our throne placement. Boom. So that's thrones for everybody and getting there on the tables. And then what I will do is zone this as a dining hall. So there we go. Dining hall ready. It's not anyone's specific dining hall. It's the public dining hall here. All right, wax opals there. And as we were saying before, this can be where our food storage will be. So we'll make a brand new stockpile for here. Awesome, so prepared meals go there as well as, let's see, where's our drink? There we go. So full drinks from animals and, yeah, full drinks for plants and animals. Awesome. And then I think below the kitchen, we'll set all of our other foodstuffs down there as well. Meaning we can come on over here, head to the food, and say no prepared meals. And then as far as our drinks, no finished drinks, which we can always extend our drink stockpile up here by the kitchen if need be. That's no worries. We'll actually get some limonite as well from doing such things as these. Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a mishmash of furniture placement there. The drinks should be placed down here. And then what we'll do is we'll set up our workshops here for our still here in the corner. And then we will get our kitchen as well. And from our still in kitchen, a set of stairs down right there. Outstanding. Yeah, because, yeah, I see that. Cool. So yeah, let's delete those stairs. We'll have the stairs directly into the center of that stockpile. So yes, indeed, wine barrels coming up. Buckets are completed. Cool, getting a little bit of a dining hall. And then since they're spending some time in here eating, we might work on smoothing if some task, which, I mean, everyone is doing something, constructing, smelting, brewing. So no one is sort of, you know, not doing anything right now. But if it gets to the point where we've got some idle hands, we can smooth all of this out and maybe even engrave it, since the dining hall will be a good place for us here. Do we have extra tables ready to place? We do. Just one extra table. And do we have any extra chairs ready to place? Yep, just one extra there. Outstanding. All right, so we've got some iron bars here sitting in our general everything stockpile, and I think the iron bars would also be good under these forges and smelters. Okay, so what we'll do is we will come off of, let's see, so our stairs down here go here. So let's also set up a bit of a stockpile over here for iron bars and whatnot. And that reminds me, we don't have a metalsmith directly either. So we'll go ahead and extend this hall out, carve out another batch of workshop areas here right by the stairs, and then the metalsmith can go here as well. Yep, food's coming. Wine biscuits are there. Beer barrels. Food barrel. Outstanding. And now that we have the still and the kitchen up and running, we'll go ahead and remove the kitchen and still. And we need empty food storage items for the drink, which means barrels. And I thought we had a work order for barrels, but I guessed wrong. Interesting. Okay, so another barrel. So we'll keep 5 empty barrels on hand and 10 logs. Outstanding. That will get the barrel making going. That will help our brewing situation. All right, just mine all of that out, and then from this wall here, make a set of stairs that go up into there. Yeah, so that should be fine. That's right, move all the barrels. Rock toys are complete. Hopefully the kids will play with them. Dining hall has some sufficient dining. What's up with you, kid? I ate in a dining room. This could be bliss. Blissful when dining in a fantastic dining room and enjoying a decent meal. That's what I like to see, kid. There we go. Staring up, and now they are hollowing out this stockpile that we are going to use to store seeds for brewing, which might be a little bit awkward for our planter to come, have to come in here to grab some seeds. But definitely the cookable items will be stored here in this stockpile here. All right, and good to see we have some beds in our stockpile, as well as some thrones and some tables. We can continue on that construction as well. All right, starting to get a little bit more organized here. All right, so then this particular stockpile here will hold all the items we need to cook with. Yeah, it's easier just to say don't have prepared meals here. Keep your meat, keep your fish, and then not your drinks. Awesome. So that will be set up for our kitchen. And then from here we can remove all the food, basically, I believe. Awesome. And they've hollowed out this area here for our metalsmith. So metalsmith right there. And that should use up our anvil as well. And that metalsmith will have access to these stairs. And awesome, we can extend that as well. So since this is right by our metalsmith, what I can do is make a separate stockpile here for bars. So yeah, any metal blocks you make, as well as all bars, go here. Awesome. So now the main is set. Rock tables have been completed. Let's continue with our dining area, placing tables and whatnot. All right, cool. So a lot of drinks have been brought. As far as food is concerned, I think they will be continuing to bring some food. There we go. Biscuits, tripe, dwarven wine biscuits, horse intestine stew. Sure. And seeing the layout that we're sort of getting here, construction over here, main hall entry here, I believe as, if they wake up in the morning, from their beds, they can come right in here to the kitchen to get something to eat. So I believe we could do some bedrooms, and this is a brand new wide open zone. We've never been this low before. So let's go ahead and get a set of stairs carved. Go down one level to there. See what we poke into? So far so good. Didn't pop into an aquifer there. So from our bedrooms, and we're kind of on the right side, I don't know if we sort of spiral out from here. Might not be too bad. So we'll do, say, a long hallway. So I've got my miners going to be working a lot of overtime here. I'm thinking about 3x3 bedrooms to get a pair of beds in each one, that way for married couples. I think that would be nice. Plus we can get a lot of material from this. So start working on those bedrooms if you please. Here they come. And we'll start putting beds down. That will put a lot of strain. Oh, food stockpile can be expanded here. NVidia. There we go. So food will be placed there in that stockpile next to the still and the kitchen. Getting those second set of steps carved. And yeah, just spiraling out, getting whatever we can. And as I was saying before I noticed that stockpile was empty, this will reduce our wood tremendously. I'll go ahead and double the stockpile size of the wood. And then as the wood starts coming in, that will be awesome. Now let's head to the surface, see what trees are nearby. Plenty of trees to chop here. So we took out the ones by our front door right here. So let's go ahead and chop all of those for some extra wood. Because beds are going to start eating into our wood pile, that is for sure. And finishing up our dining room, almost completed that row. Do we have any chairs available? Almost. And I think this will be good. This is 24 places, and not everyone is going to eat at the same time. And we're just going to have a sheer amount of rock lying on the ground that needs to be policed up here. We can probably also extend our rock storage as well. We'll just come out like so a bit, extend that rock storage out. And welfare check, our most upset person is Zazit, here the 7-year-old dabbling planter, who is satisfied fawn, satisfied blint, content, shocked reliving being attacked. And yeah, I don't know what's up with you, buddy, but yeah, continue to just be okay, play with a toy if you need to. All right, how come we only have 15 plump helmet spawns? Are we cooking with those? We are not, and we are brewing our plump helmets. We have 94 plump helmets. Okay, so maybe not as dire. All right, the bedroom wings are almost done. We can go ahead and get some doors down. I hope that I designated some doors. No door work order. All right, woodworkers are going to be busy again. All right, wood door work order is in and ready to go. We can go ahead and place down the beds, I believe. So let's go ahead and start getting these beds placed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we got 5 beds ready to go. That should trigger the next work order for beds. We also need some storage, and we need like a cabinet. So rock coffers, we'll do empty less than 10, non-economic greater than 10. And then we'll also get a cabinet, empty rock cabinets, and non-economic hard rock in. So that will help with our non-economic hard rock storage, which is filling up quite big. We can go ahead and extend this stockpile out, though. Just sort of paint everything together here. There we go, plenty of more rock space. Outstanding. And then same for wood storage. We'll double the size of our wood storage. That way when they chop down those trees outside, they can bring the wood down here. And we got some milk coming in as well. Outstanding. And there we go, placing 24 tables and chairs for our dining room. Hopefully they can get that picked up, and then we might be able to smooth out. But right now everyone is still busy storing, constructing, cutting gems, drinking. So I'm not going to bother them too awful much here. But yeah, bedrooms have been carved out. Beds have been delivered here. We have jasper, and I think it even said we found some gold. So yes, indeed, native gold. And we also found some chrysoprases, lace agates. Yeah, a nice layer. So some of these rooms might be carved up even more and then walls replaced, because this looks like a nice layer to do some actual mining on. Oh, and a masterpiece hazel door. Interesting. Speaking of doors, now let's get these rooms all doored up. Outstanding. And then we'll head down this left side. Just use up all the doors. There we go. So continue to haul those doors, make these bedrooms. Now, I don't know if we have our chests yet. So we'll go chest. Yes, indeed. So we've made one chest. And let's go with our cabinet as well. Awesome. Oh, child is taken by a fey mood. So hopefully the child will have whatever they need. It's Kogan. So Kogan is running to somewhere, probably the crafts dwarf workshop, if I had to make a guess. Yes, indeed. So Kogan has claimed the craft dwarf shop. Let's watch and see if Kogan gets whatever they need. Oh, going outside. Oh, so grabbing some logs, some cherry wood. Interesting enough, she didn't go to the wood stockpile and grab it. She had to go outside to grab it, which is interesting enough. I'm not going to say no. All right, she's not moving anymore. I must have logs. I must have bones. Oh, crap. Bones, 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 bones. All right, Mesbeth, now is the time. Kill that badger sow. All right, Mesbeth has grabbed the copper battle axe, and she is going after that badger sow. Hopefully we can get some bones from it. Wham! All right, cool. So we'll set the butcher and animal to high priority and see if they grab that badger. See if we can get some bone from it for our child. Here we go. Butchering up the badger sow. Do we get bone? Hopefully enough bone to appease the child. That sounds cultist, but, you know, no worries. We must appease the child in the fey mood. All right, so we got lungs, intestines, liver, tripe, tissue, badger fat. There's 10 badger sow mangled bones and a skull. Awesome. So I think the fat does not count as a tallow. We can't make soap out of that fat. It'll just be used as an ingredient. But I'm sure the child will be very happy to see those badger sow bones. Aha, so she already claimed it, the badger sow mangled bones. So she got her bone that she needed, racing back to the crafting bench, and she has begun mysterious constructions. Outstanding. And for our crafting, tell you what we'll do. We'll fire up this metalsmith's forge as well. We've got some iron bars, so we'll set a work order to forge an iron breastplate, and we'll just do one per and slowly equip our military. So if our iron breastplates is less than 10, that will be a complete group. And then the amount of iron bars is greater than 1, and then the refined coal is greater than 1. All right, so our warriors need her weapon, which she has one. So we need a shield or buckler. We need footwear, handwear, legwear, headwear, and armor. And we just made the breastplate. We might actually make an iron battle axe as well to update that copper. All right, so let me go through and make a work order for each one of these, and then possibly even a water skin work order as well. All right, so we're all set. The forge the iron breastplate, the shield, the 2 high boots, 2 iron gauntlets, a pair of greaves, iron helm, and 1 leather water skin queued up ready to go. And then what I'll do is looking at Mesbeth, she's just dabbling everywhere, just hauling. So what I'll do is we'll go into her information here in her equipment, and we'll update her equipment with metal armor. And do we say, so uniform worn over clothing, I think that would work. You know, it may be we need to set up a brand new uniform, or is it part of her schedule? That could be. So she will be off duty, edit, and yes, always wear your equipment and sleep at will on your room. Awesome. So when those are done, Mezbeth should head and start getting like geared up, having her equipment on, but she's not, you know, training her on military duty. But she'll just be ready to respond to any threats that may come our way. And our child is still constructing, still in her strange mood. There it is, a cherry wood cup. Interesting. So Bank Charm the Washed Enchantments is a cherry wood cup worth 2,000. All Craftsman Dwarf is highest quality. It menaces with spikes of cherry wood, an image of Stakhood Gorge Woods, the dwarf, and a goblin in badger bone. Interesting. The goblin is striking down Stakhood Gorge Woods. The artwork relates to the killing of the dwarf Stakhood Gorge Woods by the goblin in Casket Reigned. I tell you, this child is full of history, and she likes to say when dwarves were killed on her artwork. Interesting enough. Thank you, child. So plenty of doors, and yeah, one of them is going to be a masterpiece, not an artifact door. But one of these rooms is going to be like a really nice room with a masterpiece door in it. But putting down our, you know, the coffers that we made, the cabinets that we made. Mezbeth is our militia commander. Yep, the coffers, the shield, and the breastplate is done. So if we look at our commander, we'll update that equipment, and there she goes. So she sees that stuff. So we'll watch her go grab that equipment. Iron Greaves is completed. Awesome. There she goes. So down to the stockpile. She's got her shield. Well, she grabbed her shield, and now she's going to go drink. Oh, a masterpiece high iron boot. So old Mezbeth is going to get a masterpiece boot. I bet she'll be pretty happy about that. There she goes, a left and right gauntlet. Nice. So now she's all kitted out. Not completely, but pretty soon I think those greaves are going to be done. And she's wearing those gauntlets over her gloves, which should offer some good protection. And we didn't read what happened with her and that badger. So she hacked at it pretty well, hit in the upper body with her axe, tearing apart the muscle and shattering the right ribs, hacks the badger in the left front paw, tearing it apart, the right front leg, the artery has been open, hit her in the head, tearing apart the muscle, the artery has been open, tendon in the skull's been torn, force rips the neck, tearing apart the spine's nervous tissue, artery is open, hacks the badger sow in the head, so she hit it in the head again, so ribs, hand, arm, head, upper spine, finally got it down. So she had to hack a bit. All right, so it's officially spring. And yeah, we're looking pretty good. Oh, the breastplate has been completed, so the extra breastplate, just in case we wanted to equip another member to the squad. But the bedroom's getting carved out. Everyone's still at work. We have our dining room and food storage, and I need to look at this brewing. So brew drink from fruit is here, but I don't see brew drink from plant. And that could have been because they were brewing drinks when I removed the workstation. So brew drink from plant this time, and I think that's what it was. So the amount of drinks is less than 500. The amount of unrotten fermentable plants is greater than 10. And food storage items. There we go. So what had happened is that brew drink from plant work order got canceled completely. So we have plenty of plants. We should be able to brew now that we have some empty barrels, and we'll get back up to the drinks we need. Yeah, and looking at the meals, we have plenty of fine meals. That badger meat got thrown in there. Yeah, 12 badger meat ready to cook. Let me just make sure that the preparing a fine meal work order is going through. Ah, yes, indeed. So it is kicking off. It's down to its last set of 10 fine meals. So what I would like to see is the still come alive. Iron shield is completed. We're getting our second set of armor. And there we go. Brew drink from plant is now kicking off. So hopefully we can recover. We have plenty of plants. We just need to do some brewing here. Dwarves are getting thirsty. And hopefully we can fill up this drink stockpile pretty soon. There we go. Sigan the miner getting on the brew. That's what I like to see. Yeah, and there's plenty of good gear here in the Metalsmith Forge. It looks like it was all done and set. But our commander, Mesbeth, hasn't come to pick anything up. She sees the boots, it seems. So we'll update that equipment. Maybe she'll see, there we go, the helmet and the greaves. So then aside from the water skin, she should be just fine. There she goes. Now she's picking up some equipment. So she's got her gauntlets, she's got her shield, her breastplate, now her helm. So her, I like that her profile picture pops up there. And she's gonna be the brewer here. So grabbing some plants, some plump helmets to brew, and brewing in full battle rattle. And as slow as she's moving, we might have to replace her from combat. I don't know if there's anyone that might be better as a militia commander that can sort of take over and give her some more mobility. I think perhaps Ilril will make a good fighter here. He wants to fight. It's an unmet need. Plus he's strong. I think he can get the full set of armor on. So we will modify Mesbeth. We'll go ahead and remove assignment and then put in Ilril. So Mesbeth should get out of all of that gear, and Ilril should put it on. His uniform was all there. So once he's finished making his rock coffer, I think he'll suit up. There we go. Ilril picking up equipment. He's got his helmet on now. Don't know how he could see, but he's got that. So he'll get to it in his own time. He knows what his uniform is. Yeah, it's just he hasn't got it yet. Although the water skin the water skin still hasn't been made, and it is set to go and can use any shop. So I think people are just busy in this grand scheme of things. So smelting, attending a meeting, sleeping, storing, sleeping. And our metalsmith doesn't have a job. You can haul, good sir. Yeah, we don't even have any beds to place. So we are, we filled up their jobs pretty quick, fast, and in a hurry. Do we have any more cabinets to place? Yes, we do. So we do have some cabinets to put down. And how about some coffers? So some chests by the bed. Yes, indeed. So just a couple of those. And just looking at still our most upset citizen, Zasset, euphoric, satisfied, content. The child is just mad at the world, it seems. So hopefully the child can play or make believe or de-stress somehow. Hopefully it doesn't throw into a tantrum, but we have several more years of this child. So hopefully it don't spiral out of control. And plenty other badger sows. So I think we'll end this episode by taking out another badger here. So Ilril, who is storing an item in the stockpile, go grab some gear, my man, and get ready to wreck another badger. All right, Ilril, 6-year-old weak badger sow confirm. All right, he's on it. He has his copper battle axe. He's got his shield. He's a lefty. Oh, there he goes. Go after it. Get in your cardio. Got it cornered? Hack him, hack him, hack him, hack him. Boom. Got the badger in the leg, front leg. Jumping away, kicks the badger in the paw. Hacks the badger. Charges, collides. Knocks the badger backwards. Hits it in the upper body. And in an arc with his head with the copper battle axe, and it sails off in an arc. All right, Badger Badger. Oh, it attracted no migrants this season. Cool. Drinks are coming back. That's what I like to see. And Datan creating those masterpiece works. Yeah, and thanks to the bars and the armor, our store everything stockpile is getting a little full aside from doors. We could probably make a dent, and putting in all of these doors to the bedrooms should be able to clear up that stockpile fairly well. Outstanding. Whoops. I'll go ahead and remove that one. Cancel that construction, get this door back in. So that is every door in our bedrooms. That's cool. One less thing. All right, everyone. So since drinks are coming back, we've got our forge up and running. No migrants this season, so we're still doing what we can out here. We've got 2 artifacts made from children, which will come in handy. I think next time we can start on finishing up these bedrooms and start working on a general temple. I think that will go a long way for the sanity of our dwarves. Our temple zone may be even lower than the bedroom. So either that or, they'll be working and then all of a sudden they'll want to pray. They'll have to walk through the bedrooms in order to get there. We might do an offshoot this way of temples, because I kind of want to keep all of this for future expansion of industry. But more importantly, we're getting drinks back, using up all of our plants. So that is good. Getting in some badger stuff as well. And yeah, pretty good run. But that will do it from me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next Dwarf Fortress video. Take care.